That magnificent piece together. Jackie, thank you for making that so memorable. And folks, John Madden Thanksgiving. The Dallas Cowboys about to host their rivals, the Washington Commanders. The Commanders coming here at 4-7. The Cowboys at 7-3. Hello, friends, and happy Thanksgiving. Jim Nance, Tony Romo, Tracy Wilson, Gene Steratore is here in the booth with us as well. And all of you back home, I hope you're having a wonderful day with your loved ones. My friend, my family, to you, happy Thanksgiving. To Candace and all the boys.
Get over here. You're just making it too much. Happy Thanksgiving.
Big guy.
Nothing like family, football, Thanksgiving. It all goes together.
No,
Get back to your spot.
It's a tradition.
Unlike any other. That's his saying.
I like that.
He's done that before.
Cowboys have a pretty good tradition going here at home.
That they do.
They've won every game this year. They've won 12 consecutive at home. But this year, no one's been even close. They've won every game by at least 20 points. It looks like Dak's playing the best football of his career.
Oh, since the bye week, they've really changed it up. They're throwing the ball down the field. Dak's using his legs. But ultimately, they've been so efficient over and over again. And you're seeing him really take command of this Mike McCarthy offense.
Meanwhile, when you talk about Washington, Sam Howell has been the starter since week 1 this year, so they invested the time into him. Madden, especially football on Thanksgiving Day. Coach Madden made his Thanksgiving debut right here in Dallas with Pat Summerall back in 1981. Before kickoff, let's go down to Tracy.
Thanks a lot, Jim. Both of these quarterbacks dreamed of playing on Thanksgiving Day because both of these quarterbacks grew up Cowboys fans. Now, I spoke to Dak Prescott while he's played in 6 of these games and won 3 of them. He's never had the opportunity to take a bite of that turkey leg post-game, and he's hoping he'll get that opportunity today. As for Sam Howell, he told us while he doesn't eat seafood, he doesn't eat steak, he doesn't eat burgers, he does eat turkey. He's hoping he can feast three-being, and we will see who will carry on that Madden tradition today.
Well, thank you, Trace. He's going to try to feast on the Cowboy defense if he gets a chance, as they'll be receiving the kick. And there's the commemorative coin used for the coin toss, honoring Coach Madden. With the turducken being the tails, the Cowboys won the toss and elected to send it down to the Commanders and Sam Howell to start. This place is rocking. And why not? The Cowboys have just blistered everyone at home this year. And again, it's a 12-game win streak at home, a streak in which they've averaged over 35 points a game. Here's the kickoff. Aubrey sends it down and through the back of the end zone, and will bring out this former 5th-round pick out of the University of North Carolina, who's the first 3K passer in the league this year, most in the NFL. Over 3,000 yards. He's the first Commander from this Washington franchise to lead the league in pass yardage. If he could finish the season that way, he'd be the first to do so since Sonny Jurgensen led the NFL back in 1969.
You love bringing up the old quarterbacks and just talking. That's the history right there. He's going to have to play outstanding for them to win today, Jim.
Well, he's going to hand it off right away, Tony. And it's Robinson with a good start with about 8 yards. So they run it. Robinson's got a lot to show you. And so, too, on the outside, Tony, is McLaurin. The wide receivers led him in receiving the last 5 years.
Well, yes, if he gets 1,000 yards this year, it'll be the first in franchise history to do it 4 straight seasons. He's the guy who has to win the one-on-one matchups. This Dallas team plays man-to-man, Jim, and they're going to get up there, be around you the whole time. If they don't win those matchups, then you're going to get blown out in Dallas.
It's a 2nd and 2, and this time they stop the running back as Parsons comes up. So does Wilson. We'll have a 3rd and short on the way. No gain as Parsons comes off a 2.5 sack performance at Carolina.
You're looking at just a revolutionary player right here, Jim. He's as good as advertised, and every year he somehow improves. We all know he's like an MVP candidate, Defensive Player of the Year candidate every year he plays, but they move him around. He plays inside, outside. He plays off the ball, like you see him right here. He's a pass rusher, right? Well, he's a middle linebacker, and now all of a sudden you see him get up on the edge outside. Sorry.
Here's a 3rd and 2, and they go out of the backfield. We'll have the first down with Robinson racing down the sideline and finally shoved out by Gilmore at the Dallas 47-yard line. That goes for 19.
Well, go ahead and run this right here. He's going to do a great job with the man beater, we call it, Dallas runs more man than anyone. And if you're going to play man-to-man, you got to get these picks, certain little things where people get in the way of the defender. Great job there by Eric Bieniemy making an easy throw catch. And believe me, against this defense, you want to get off to a good start.
Robinson out, and Antonio Gibson, who was questionable coming in, he replaces him. He's up today. He's good out of the backfield in the receiving game, too. Here's Howell facing pressure, and he'll go down back at the Washington 43-yard line. I see Parsons in the middle of that and others. Hankins also. There he is.
Yeah, that'll be the 52nd sack for Sam Howell. As you see your left side just get collapsed with the movement, and that's what Dallas does. They move, stunt. You got Parsons over here, so all the attention goes there. 3 guys. And
got
that's
3 guys there.
It's going to help the other side get there.
It does. That helps everybody else, doesn't it?
Washington's on pace for the most sacks in NFL history. We know David Carr had 76. They're on pace for 79. Maybe with that one, it's up to 80.
Yeah, but the Giants are going to set that record first.
That's true.
Here's a 2nd and 18 as Howell tries to fire it in there to McLaurin. It'll be 3rd and 18, and Howell gets decked again. You talked about Sam Howell, and you watch him here, and he really shows you some poise, doesn't he, at times? I mean, here he is staying in the pocket.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to, I don't want to say, he's going to have to take a lot of hits today for them to win. He's got to get the ball out quick, be accurate, and he's got to use his legs right there. If you get behind the chains here, you got to be smart. I mean, the truth is you don't have to get the first down. You just got to get in a manageable 4th and, go for it type situation, because you probably won't have time to wait out for a 20-yard play.
Here's a 3rd and 18, and they'll set up a screen. Gibson got 4 blockers ahead of him. Gibson tries to squeeze out every inch he can. He gets to about the 43 of Dallas, and they're going to punt it.
Yeah, that's right in that area where it's like, if you get another 3 yards, you can kick a field goal, right? It's a good call. They just, these 2 or 3 yards make a difference, because they could probably kick it from about 58 to 60 in here.
Yeah, I mean, Sly has a 61-yarder this year against Philadelphia, but they're going to go with Way, the punter, instead, and there's Turpin. Nice to see number 9 back in a Dallas uniform again.
All the speedsters over the years wore number 9.
End over end, fair catch, and complete at the 14. All right, the high-powered Cowboy offense, and they have been just a juggernaut in the first quarter. We'll see him in a moment. These 2 quarterbacks that were drafted go. And Dak's going to work the sideline, have a completion. And get it right up ahead right away to Gallup for a gain of 13. And Dak, wow, is he directing an offense right now that is just in rhythm and the groove that they want to be in all the way to the finish line if they can. And against the Washington Commanders at home, 5-0. 13 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Yeah. Very similar to his last 5 games this year. Just playing at a very high level right now. It's the time of year where the best teams separate themselves.
Take the handoff to Pollard. And again, that one's broken up, but I got a flag out on that one. Trying to defend C.D. Lamb. And St. Juice got a little too much contact. So going to be a pass interference call.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact. Defense number 25. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Great Bill Vinovich and his crew are here officiating this game today. C.D. Lamb, you talk about being on a roll right now. My goodness, he's in this stretch. He just became the first NFL player in history with at least 10 receptions and 150 yards in a number of games in a row as Pollard carries it out to about the 38.
You see C.D. Lamb, you just talked about him. I mean, I think he's playing as well as any wide receiver in the game right now, Jim. I mean, since the bye week, they have really ramped up his positioning as far as moving him around. They're getting down the field. They used a lot more vertical routes, and teams have struggled with it. And the Cowboys really have thrown the ball a lot, and that's gotten teams where they get the big lead early, and they can kind of run it later.
A 2nd and 5. They go back up top and going for the long ball. Man is open, and he's just overthrown. It was C.D. racing away from the defender.
Well, this was wide open, just missed by Dak Prescott. He ran right through the defense. You have a guy inside and outside. Corners inside, safeties on the corners outside, safeties on the inside, but right there. Ooh, you gotta give him a chance on those. He's been sensational.
Look at the last 5 games, Tony. He's averaging almost 10 catches a game and 130 yards. He scored 4 touchdowns. And this Commanders defense has been prone to giving up big plays. They've given up 14 touchdowns from outside 20 yards, by far the most in the league. As Prescott's going to go deep again, and this time he was trying to connect with Tolbert. So they obviously see something that they think they can beat the Commanders deep today.
You're exactly right. The Commanders are risking this. Last week they played the most man they have all season. They usually play zone. But look at the middle of the field. There's nothing in the middle of the field to help with safety. So the Cowboys are going to take advantage of that. And Dak just throws the ball a little too far on back-to-back plays.
So Brian Anger comes in to punt. Games at home this year where he's not even had to shower. Go in, get the clothes back on, be the first into the parking lot. As the tackle is made down at the 2-yard line, but there was a face mask, I believe, on Sam Williams.
That's a huge difference, too. Being backed up right near the goal line or getting that 15 yards. And
yeah. Boy, Jamison, Crowder.
During the return, personal foul, face mask. Kicking team number 54. 15-yard penalty. First down.
And look at Jamison get turned around right here. So that'll put them close to the 20. Each team has